I've already got way more apart than I would like to, and I don't want to take extra things apart that I don't have to. Can't get this heater core out. It's an opportunity to buy a tool to make my life easier. And I could blow this thing all the way apart and take all these flap motors off and stuff, but that goes back to my initial point. So sometimes I buy tools because I anticipate needing them. This time I had to go to the hardware store and actually buy it. I need this, but I need to be able to flip this thing around. So instead of clamping it, I need to expand. In this case, it was only $4 more expensive on the shelf at Lowe's. And I went to Home Depot first. They had the DeWalt versions, but the DeWalt, it was all plastic. Whereas the Irwin, it's a little bit slimmer, and this was made out of metal. Now, most of these are not reversible. They're only clamping. I need one that I can pop the end off, flip it around, so I can use it for expanding instead of clamping. And I'm showing the small ones first. I like really small things and really big things, okay? I like medium things as well, but I'm attracted to small things and big things. Do you see that button on the end? You can hit that button, unclip it, and flip it around. That's for expanding. They didn't have very many options, so I went to Lowe's and checked out what they got. As I'm panning right, as far as I know, these are not reversible. These are just clamps. Now, this one's very interesting. It's to like lift doors and things like that. This one's actually made to expand rather than clamp. That one was too large for my needs. If they had a smaller one, I probably would have bought it, but I went ahead and ended up with this one. The only problem is I don't like the screwdriver style handle. It's in the way. I can't even fully remove the screwdriver handle. I wish I could remove it, and I wish I could put just a basic pad in place for certain applications. Like the basic pad they have on this end, I wish they had a basic pad on the other end that I could unscrew the screwdriver handle and put that pad in place. Now, the DeWalt version just had a button where you could hit a button, pull this off, and then flip it around. This one, you have to actually unscrew it, and it's got a spring in here, and this could potentially get loose. You could lose this. There's a nut on the backside that just came out. So this is a little bit of a squirrely design. So I took one of these apart in the store, and this part came all the way out. So I guess the one in the store was broken. You can lose that nut. See, I just lost it. Where'd it go? Huge problem. There should be a keeper for this nut as well. That's a very specific nut. So you slide this back on through there. I might JB weld that nut in place, actually. Now I would like to put it on this ear, and I know that isn't very much room, and it can snap these ears off. But that side has a swivel on it, and the swivel's messing me up. So, yeah, we're gonna go get the door. So this is a roll pin punch. It has a tiny little nub right there that helps center it. And you could use a vise or whatever, but this is what's most handy. This was on the shelf right next to my roll pin punch. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna smack it with a hammer. Let me put the phone in my shirt pocket, and we'll just do like this. Make sure it's centered. There we go. It's punched out. Now we're gonna pull it out. Now we're gonna flip it around, see if it works. And now we just need to flip this around. Little Phillips screwdriver action. We get the same type of thing. The nut falls out, but as far as I know, this isn't designed to be doing this. So hopefully, yes, it does fit. Or maybe this is designed to be doing this, just people don't really know that much about it. I didn't know. I thought I had to buy a specific one. So now I gotta use both hands for a second. You get the idea. Now, before I was going to adapt this, which it looks like it's going to work, I also had this pair of vice grips called the Strong Hand. I thought it was called the Strong Arm, but I wish they made them in different sizes. I wish it was, because I was gonna have to weld an extended rod to this, or I was gonna put a bolt in there because that's a threaded hole, and then I was gonna have to weld something else to it. But let's go ahead and try this. Let's try it. Now here's what we got. We're going to expand it like this, and it's going to work perfect, isn't it? It's gonna work absolutely flawlessly. I mean, look at how perfect that is. Now watch this thing spread apart. I'm telling you, I cannot pull this out. You think, oh, you can pull it. It's binding in here. I have to do this. I have to spread it a little bit. Right about there, and now it should easily come out. I wiggle it back and forth a little bit. It's still stuck in there pretty good. I use both hands. I'll give you my little shirt pocket, because I'm not going to try too hard with this. I mean, it is really in there, and I don't have, like, why is it in there? So what is holding it? There we go. I had to push from the backside a little bit. It's really jamming up in there. I probably should have just disassembled the thing altogether, but with a little bit more struggle, I got it removed. It's pouring a little bit of coolant out. Here we are. And now I'm going to slide the new one in. Believe it or not, this is a used heater core out of my parts car. That's the new one. But I told the guy, this is my friend. I said, if it ever goes bad again, I'll do the job again for free. So, because this is the first one I've seen in this platform go bad. And I'll show you where it's leaking from. Maybe in this video, maybe in a different video. But go ahead and like and subscribe. We're going to get back to work. Sometimes it's easier to push it in than it is to pull it out, if you know what I'm saying.